Hello everyone, my name is Quad and we all know that Warframe has some banger music tracks. But did you know you can listen to it all in your living quarters? Well, let me introduce you to Somachords. These little things will allow you to play music in your orbiter, while you are dusting off your arsenal or playing around with your fashion frame. However, you will not get these without any work. You will first need to find them. There are 125 different music tracks you can unlock in various ways. In this video we will go over how to unlock all of them. And we will listen to each one of them as well, so you know if you want it or not. This video has 10 to 20 second snippets of each song included after I tell you where to find the song. Because I know this is not the most representative of every song, I also made a bit longer video with the full songs included. There are many different ways to get Somachords, so we will go over them in an organized manner in where to get them. Let's start now. You may find these Somachords in all missions on specific planets. Only one may appear in a random location during the mission, and the only thing you need to do is scan it 4 times, in separate missions. After you scan them 4 times, you will unlock the song. An important note is that you must then also complete the mission to unlock it, otherwise you will just be wasting your time. To make everything a bit easier on yourself, I recommend you mod your Warframe with Thieves' Wit and Loot Radar mods, and for your companion, get the Animal Instinct or Primed Animal Instinct. This will display the Somachord on your minimap during a mission in a large area. You do not need all of the mods I mentioned, but the more you have, the easier it will be on you. What you have to do now is go on specific planet I will mention and scan the Somachords. Let's listen to the first one, called Gene Molds, which you can find on Earth. Next up, we have the one you can get on Venus, called Corpus Greed. To continue, we have one you can get on Mercury, called War's Prize. Mars will have the first infested track, called Consume Us. Phobos has multiple Somachords. First we have one that you can get by scanning random Somachords around the mission, as the previous ones. It is called Wings of War. Next up, still on Phobos, you may find a Somachord in the Corpus temple room. If you go to the top of the coin, in the middle of the room, you will find the Granum Void Somachord. I recommend you play Phobos capture or assassination missions to get this one, since the tile is quite rare. You need to scan it only once, and it will appear there every single time. So good luck. Next up, still on Phobos, you need to go to the Granum Void for this one. Going to the Granum Void on any other planet will not spawn it from my testing. You can find the Somachord on the ridge, it is called Entwined forever. You need to scan this one only once, and it will appear every single time. So yes, it might be a bit hard to find. Next up, we have the Somachord from Ceres. It is called This Is What You Are. Deimos and its infested missions have one Somachord called Derelicts. Up next is Jupiter. This one has the Somachords to the song called The Prophet. Europa has the Somachords to a song called Origin System. In the orbit of Saturn, you may find the Somachords for the Wretched Things song. On Uranus, you may find 3 different songs. They still require you to scan them each 4 times, so 12 Somachords in total. They are called Hunhow, Sentient Tombs, and Grakata. In addition to the 3 songs we just listed, you may find 2 additional Somachords in the Brutus mission, which gets unlocked once you complete the Jade Shadows quest. They spawn in random locations, but there will always be 2 in the mission. You need to scan each one of them only once. They are called Angel's Requiem and Final Ascent. Neptune has one song, which you need to scan 4 times, I mean the Somachords of course. It is called Archwing. Next up we have Pluto with the Somachord called March of Deimos. On Eris you may find Somachord called Our Disease. Sedna has one Somachord called Grineer Onslaught. In the Void you may find 3 Somachords, called Corrupted, Ghosts of the Void, and the Creeping Dark. On Lua, after you complete the second Dreams quest, you may find 2 Somachords, one called Rapid Adaptation and the second one called the Second Dream. On Kuva Fortress, after you complete the War Within quest, you may find 2 Somachords, called Red Broth and the Witch's Lair. After you complete the Angels of Desirement quest, you will unlock Desirement, and with this you will be able to find 3 songs, called On Corroded Wings, The Offering, and Canticle. Each one requires 4 scans. And that is it with the Somachords you can get on specific planets. Most of them require 4 scans, so you know, it is quite a grind, but you can do this during any mission. Now let's look at the Somachords which have specific locations. First we have the ones you can get from the Sacrifice quest. I actually have all of their locations from an old video I've made quite a while ago, and here it is. You need to scan the Somachords in the right order so you get them. If you don't, they will not spawn. The first Somachord fragment location is in the first Earth mission when you enter the Umbra Lua Garden, with the cherry tree and stuff. You should find a Somachord fragment on the right side of the bridge. The second Somachord fragment location is in the second Lua mission. When you're at the Vitruvian Vault, go back to the beginning of the room and jump to the top of the room. It might be quite hard, but there is a Somachord fragment there. The third Somachord fragment location is in the third Ceres mission. You will at some point during the beginning of the mission go through a big room with a bridge that is being built, and there's also a crane. Jump on the crane and on the platform, and you should be able to get the Somachord fragment. Quad from the present here again. Corpus mission on Neptune has a random chance to spawn a Somachord somewhere on the map, so yeah, it is random. The fifth Somachord fragment location is in the fifth Lua mission once again. You'll be able to find it in the room where you find Umbra. You'll just need to find a small room with a hole in the wall, and if you go through that hole, you'll be able to find the Somachord fragment. I really suggest you get the loot detector on this one. It is quite well hidden. And the 6th Somachord fragment location is in the 6th Earth mission once again. You need to find a big room with a bunch of Grineer consoles about 200 meters away from the objective, and then you have to go down there and you should be able to get the Somachord fragment. I really suggest you get loot detection mods on this one because this one is hard to explain. But yeah, that is it about the sacrifice Somachord fragments. Next up, we have the Sleeping in the Cold Below Somachords, which you can find during the Call of the Tempestari quest. You will find the first Somachord fragment laying around somewhere while playing the first spy mission, and the second one will be in the Tempestari itself, so keep your eyes open.
Sisters, below, below, we're going where the winds don't blow. Yes, we're all bound down to the deep, and we'll all be sleeping in the cold below, below. Sleeping in the cold below, below. Sleeping in the cold below.
And now let's continue to the ones you can get from the Orvalis. Let's listen to what I had to say almost 4 years ago, which still stands today. The next 7 Somachord tones are probably the most painful to get. I'd even say this is the hardest grind in the game, above the freaking event kits. There is a chance that the tones may spawn in many locations around the Orvalis, more than 50 many, and there is always just one on the map. I have a picture of where they can spawn right here on the screen right now, but you also need to scan 4 Somachord fragments to unlock 1 Somachord tone. And yeah, there is 7 in total. I suggest you get yourself an Archwing because this is going to be a very long grind. Follow the roads and stay low so your loot detector can see things. These Somachord fragments can be in the worst locations possible, like mushrooms. But let's listen to the songs you can get from the Orvalis now.
Water flowing hard, the land we call our home. Push to keep the dark from coming. Feel the weight of what we owe.
Next up, we have 3 Somachords you can get after you complete the New War quest. These Somachords can be found on the plains of Eidolon or in the Orvalis. Luckily, you only need to scan each one once, but I will show you the locations of both. Of course, each one I mean either on the plains of Eidolon or in the Orvalis. I worded that a bit weird. First we have the Fornarmer Somachord. On the plains of Eidolon you may find it on top of the large Sentient Orphix, west of the Hex Stiletto. You may also find it in the Orvalis on top of the Fortuna entrance. You can find it only if you have already obtained We All Live Together song.
For we're all one.
Next up we have Hybrid Abomination's song. On the plains of Eidolon you may find it in the crashed wreckage east of Hex Stiletto. In the Orvalis you may find the Somachord at Spaceport near the Narmer Tower. It is quite easy to find. And the last Narmer Somachord is called Sunkiller. On the plains of Eidolon you may find it in a wrecked Grineer galleon part north of the Garatot Lake. And in the Orvalis you may find it on the wall of Temple Fabrication compound. It is really easy to spot. Next up, we will take a look at the Somachords you get from the Cows missions. You need to pick up these Somachords since you can't scan them. Here I will use the footage from an old video of mine going through all the Cow missions, so I am very sorry for all the clutter. First up we have the Somachord called Final Stand, which you can get from the Sneaky Sabotage mission. Next up we have the Hold the Line Somachord, which you can get from the Junk Run mission. The last two we have are the Skybreak and Steel Horizon Somachords. You can get them from the Prison Break mission. Next up we have Duviri Somachords. These can be quite a hassle to get, but you do only need to pick up each one of them once. Let's take a look at where to get them. Paragrim Ascending Somachord can be found in the back of the Upper Haven, near the statue of Dominus Thrax's head. Duviri Paradox Somachord can be found at the Citadel in one of the little towers. You will see the statue of Dominus Thrax in the courtyard, and in the tower you will see a giant head of Dominus Thrax. Behind it is the Somachord.
Dominus, oh Dominus,
Eyes that burn Somachord can be found on a small island in the back of the Amphitheater Island. This island only appears during joy, envy, anger, and fear spirals. Below the Thunder Somachord can be found next to a building near the fountain of the King's Palace. Into Madness Somachord can be found in the caves under Primor's village. It is a bit off-road, but you will get it quite easily. Unbound Somachord can be found at Kullervo's Hold. This one will require you to do a little puzzle first. You need to align 3 statues towards the big statue atop of the arena. After you align the statues towards the center of the arena, you will then need to enter the arena and find a small room, unlocked by a hackable terminal. The Somachord is in the back of the room. Waste Somachord can be found in a cave, south of the Hermit's Landing. If you want to get it easily, you will need to find this exact hole and jump into it. You'll find a Duvirian man down there, next to a tree, and the Somachord is behind him on the ledge.
One must be forever learning.
Perdition's Coil's Somachord can be found in the Throne Guard barracks. You will find it in the central tent there. Shadows and Summoning Somachord can be found in the Undercity near Titan's Rest. You will need to jump up the balcony of one of the buildings, and it is right there. It is a bit more tricky to find, but it is not that bad. Drifter's Respite Somachord can be found in the Ark Harbor Island. It is in the top central area of the island in the middle. Yeah, central in the middle, of course. The island only appears during joy, envy, and sorrow spirals. Next up, we have the Somachords that only appear if you play the Owlweaver story of the Duviri. You will still need to pick up one Somachord of each song, so let's look at where to get them. First Somachord is called Tethra Jarak, and it can be found in the west portion of the top island, near the fountain. Dust's Dominion Somachord can be found on the top of the Scholar's Island Murmur Tower. It can be quite tricky to find, so don't be frustrated since everything looks the same. And the third Somachord is called Beneath Her Eyes. You may find it on the first platform to the right after you enter the final boss arena. Continue, we will take a look at all the Somachords you can get from the Entrati labs. These Somachords are a pain to get since they require a specific tile to be spawned, and then the Somachord also needs to be found. They have a very specific location to find them, but you luckily only have to scan them once. Sanctum and Atomica Somachord can be found in this big room, which I found in disruption missions. In the top central area, you will find that there are grates in the ceiling. If you go through the grates and through the ducts, you will find a new hidden room with the Somachord in it. Master Returns Somachord can be found in a towel with the large murmur moving pillar. Under the pillar there is a cave with moving walls. One of the walls at the end of the cave will open slightly. You just need to jump and the Somachord will be there. I found this towel in disruption missions and exterminate missions. Somachord can be found on the ledge of one of the Murmur intersections. This one can be quite easy to find. I found mine in an exterminate mission. The fragmented Somachord can be found in this specific room, with a void pendulum. You'll first need to activate the reactive crystals on each side of the pendulum, and after you do that, you will need to hack the computer. This will open the door at the end of the room, which contains the Somachord. I found it in Exterminate and Disruption missions. Wool Somachord can be found in a large Murmur intersection. You need to approach the large wall at the middle of the room. The wall will open and it will lead you straight to the Somachord, hidden atop of the little area you come into. I found this tile in Exterminate missions. See it in the flesh Somachord can be found in this tile, with a void tree in the middle. What you need to do is find your way below the tree through the ducts with grates, and under there you will find the Somachord. I found this tile in Disruption missions. Platform 7 Somachord can be found in this tile, with 4 balls of energy and machinery around it. You will need to hit the reactive crystal at the top of the room, which will descend the elevator, like the whole room almost. The Somachord is in the duct leading out of the bottom room. You may see that I had some problems here. I found this one in Disruption missions.
Certain to have a docket.
Yara Yelira Somachord can be found at the bottom of this tile, with a massive glass atrium. You will need to make your way below the glass atrium and then jump on the ledges, right in front of the chasm. I found this room in Disruption and Alchemy missions.
Scribed and forced to work! Oh, bloody bipeds!
And the last one, no god above knowledge. It is the hardest to find. You will need to find a room with the lectern and interact with it. This will show you a code, which you need to enter by shooting at the signs on the walls of the room. They are everywhere. This Somachord is by far the rarest, so if you can, try playing on the steel path. You will also need to go out of the mission objective way to find it, since it is a side room. I found mine in a disruption mission. Next up, we have a few more Somachords which you can find in the deep mines, with the nightcap bounties. You can get these after the new war. The Somachords you can find are called the Circle, Roots and Fruits, and Life in Decay. You can find the first one by going to the left corridor of the first main mission area. You will find this mushroom graffiti on the wall. After that, you need to jump up and scan the Somachord that is up there. The second one is at the end of the first main objective area. You will need to jump up and make your way through the Solaris virtual tape. The Somachord is there near a large collection of mushrooms. And the third Somachord is to the right of the main objective area. You will have to make your way through the corridor, jump over the coolant, and there you will find a small corridor again. There is a little opening on the side, so you will need to find it. It is quite well hidden, so you are excused for running around for a bit. Now let's go over the Somachord you can get from Kome in exchange for Fate Pearls. You will need 100 Fate Pearls and you will get a Somachord called What is My Fate? Next up we have Sevagoth's Lullaby Somachord. This Somachord is exclusive to Sevagoth Glacia's skin. This is also the only platinum-based Somachord. To continue, we have quite a few Somachords which you can get from Varzia in exchange for Aya. Each Somachord will cost you 5 Aya, and there is a total of 14. The Somachords are songs of the Prime Warframes, Gauss Prime, Grendel Prime, Gara Prime, Hildrin Prime, Hydroid Prime, Korra Prime, Necros Prime, Nidus Prime, Oberon Prime, Octavia Prime, Protea Prime, called Double Time, Revenant Prime, Wabon Prime, and Wisp Prime. Let's listen to all of them. Next up, we have Somachords that only come if Barrow-Keteer brings them around. They go from 150,000 to 170,000 credits and 140 to 165 Orokin ducats. The Somachords in question are the Lotus Eaters, Abyss of the Gath, Empyrean, Whispers in the Walls, Angels of Zariman, Railjack, Dante Unbound, 10th Anniversary, Heart of Deimos, The Old Blood, Jade Shadows, The New War, and the 7 Crimes of Kullervo Login Music Somachords. Quite a lot of them. for the end, we have the Somachords you can get from Aoi in Helvania's Central Mall. They all go for 5,000 standing at different ranks with the Hex Syndicate. Let's first listen to the ones you can get at rank 1. 16-bit girls with machine guns, Anarchy in the G.o.b, Arsenal, and Core Containment. Now let's go over the ones we can get at rank 2 with the Hex. Psycho Killian, Lundora Calling, Cut Through, and Infection. And now let's go over the ones you can get at rank 3 with the Hex. Anarchy is a punk rocker, Kick Out the Guns, Numb, and Party of Your Lifetime. Next up, we have the Somachords you can get at rank 4 with the Hex. I Wanna Be Your G.o.b, Bit-Marque Pop, Pick a Side, Rotten Lives, and Shut It Down. And for the end, we have the Somachords you can get at rank 5 with the Hex. The Call, The Great Despair, The Great Kim, Alive Again, Below Zero, Crash Course, and From the Stars.
This ascension is turned into the great despair. I keep thinking I see you and there's nobody there. They say love is time, but all your love isn't fair. So pull me out of the great despair. It's overcome and too much. Why don't you let me be? Intoxicated soul. Remember what you are.
Come away and let's mortify this day. A chilling thought that's haunting me. Can you believe in the cold? Your eyes can feel the fold.
Take me out of this place. Find another way.
And that is it. Warframe truly has a lovely range of music, from inspirational, sinister, metal, epic, rock, you name it. My personal favorites are What Is My Fate and Shut It Down, Party of Your Lifetime of course, but I do also love the classics of Corpus Greed and This Is What You Are. Let me know down in the comments which one is your favorite. And oh yeah, I almost forgot to mention, you can also make your own music with the Octavia Warframe, which gets saved in the Somachord. I implore you to try making some yourself because, you know, it makes it you. With this, thank you for watching, and I wish you a very nice day. Bye guys!